good morning, or good afternoon, and welcome to the Breakout session, Acumatica Manufacturing Edition Overview with 2021 R1 Review. I'm Debbie Baldwin, Director of Product Management for Manufacturing here at Acumatica. Presenting with me today is Angie Rowley, also a Product Manager for Manufacturing at Acumatica. We have just a few announcements before we begin. If you have any questions about the content of this session, please enter questions via the live discussion area on the right of your screen. We'll get to as many questions as we can via the text chat and questions area. If we cannot get to your question, we will respond back to you individually. If you are experiencing any technical issues, please click on the Help Desk button. This session will be available on demand after the event. Now, on to the presentation, Acumatica Manufacturing Edition Overview with 2021 R1 Review. In today's session, we're going to discuss the following: the Manufacturing Edition and its capabilities, the manufacturing types that are supported, the Manufacturing Edition solution footprint, the industries that we support. We will watch a customer spotlight video from one of our manufacturing customers. And finally, you'll see an overview demonstration incorporating existing workflows in addition to the new Arena PLM integration, capable to promise on sales orders, enhanced scheduling of work center capacity, and other usability features that were added with 2021 R1. We will begin our presentation with an introduction to the Manufacturing Edition. Acumatica Manufacturing Edition provides manufacturing depth with an extensive suite of connected manufacturing business applications for production, estimating, engineering, material planning, scheduling, and product configuration. But the Manufacturing Edition doesn't stop with just manufacturing capabilities. The Manufacturing Edition allows you to manage your entire business with inventory and order management, data collection, finance, and document management. End users also gain powerful insights through the configurable inquiries, personalized reports, role-based dashboards, and real-time business analytics. We support make-to-stock, engineer-to-order, make-to-order, configure-to-order, job shops, project-centric or project manufacturing, repetitive, as well as batch processing. Anywhere that you have access to the internet, you will also have access to Acumatica. So if you're using a laptop, if you're using a tablet, or a smartphone, as long as you can get to the internet, you'll also be able to get to the critical business data that lives within Acumatica. With Acumatica's mobile application, we also have the ability to scan materials, scan labor, move items from one work center to the next, and scan items into inventory. Users can also clock on and off production orders with supervisor approval prior to posting. Acumatica Manufacturing Edition is comprised of 3 key modules: Bill of Materials, MRP, and Production Management. Beyond those core modules, there are also some optional modules that you may elect to add on. The estimating module is a module that is typically used for manufacturers that are engineering to a specific order where companies design and manufacture a product based on very specific customer requirements. The product configurator is another module that can help with custom finished goods. The difference being that the configurator is used when users want to select features and options that would go into the finished product. It is also a rules-based configurator that allows users to do a full price and cost roll-up. The Advanced Planning and Scheduling module is available when plant managers want to optimally schedule their shop floor and then plan to have materials arrive at the appropriate times to meet the schedule. The Engineering Change Control module gives customers the ability to create engineering change requests and have managers approve these and turn them into engineering change orders with the ability to track approvals through the entire process. And we also offer an integration to our Projects module for customers that are more project-oriented and want to tie production orders to their projects to manage costs. Hundreds of manufacturers across multiple industries rely on Acumatica Manufacturing Edition. Specific industry features include job costing, outside process support, CAD integration, engineering change orders, lot and serial traceability, and more. Today, we're going to highlight one of our customers, Specified Technologies, or STI. Located in Somerville, New Jersey, STI is in the industrial machinery and equipment industry, where they lead the industry in developing innovative fire protection systems that help stop the spread of fire, smoke, and hot gases. STI has been involved in thousands of projects around the world, including hospitals, Disney World, and many hotels and casinos. Specified Technologies is just one of our many customers that is very active in the Acumatica community. Let's take a look.
Well, STI was founded a little over 25 years ago. We are a provider of fire stopping solutions. We service the electrical, data, and construction industries with innovative products and the top-rated UL systems available today.
STI was a long-time user of Sage Mass 500. The product was built on all the platform. It was due for retirement. We were looking for an up-and-comer that had a product that was built on a more current platform, that was easy to customize, that was flexible for us to use going forward. I see Acumatica as a foundation for us to be able to grow our business. It'll allow us to be able to use it in the office through the web-based interface. It'll also support our sales and our remote people through the mobile.
One of the reasons why we chose Acumatica is that we thought it was the easiest ERP solution that we saw out there.
Acumatica works very well with third-party software. Tableau is our reporting solution, and the integration to our data warehouse with Acumatica is outstanding. Also, EDI, Mapadoc software, running with a virtual network on SPS Commerce. We see that as a great way to bring on new transactions and new customers onto that platform. One of the new things that we've incorporated into our ERP is Manufacturer Resource Planning, or MRP. Our older system did not fully support it the way we run our business. We've brought all our planners into Acumatica. They're now proactively planning all of our manufacturing and subsequent deliveries within our system. I highly recommend Acumatica for any type of company who is going through a transformation and looking to grow their business.
In the next section of the presentation, Angie and I will present an overview demonstration incorporating existing workflows in addition to the new features that were added with 2021 R1. Our demonstration story for today is, our company is OR Drape Incorporated. We make patient drapes for the operating room. One of our customers, Dr. Knee Fixer, would like a custom arthroscopy drape that includes an additional pouch to hold her instruments during surgery. We have agreed to manufacture 5 custom drapes as prototypes for Dr. Knee Fixer to use during surgery in hopes that if she likes them, she'll place a larger order in the future. During our demo today, we'll walk through an end-to-end flow. We'll start with design of the new drape utilizing Arena for the new product introduction. Then, we will process and complete the production order, create the sales order to ship the drapes to Dr. Knee Fixer, linking the sales order to the existing production order. Then, we will take the larger order of 100 drapes, provide a promise date using Capable to Promise, schedule the order for production, and then use the new enhanced Work Center capacity to expedite the order. Now, Angie will take you through the new product introduction demo.
The engineers at OR Drape Inc. use Arena to manage their engineering projects. Arena is a cloud-based product lifecycle management solution which enables OR Drape Inc. to capture their product record, control it with flexible workflow approvals, and share it with anyone, anywhere, including their supply chain. The OR Drape Inc. product team will leverage Arena for requirements management, compliance monitoring, quality processes, projects, issue tracking, training management, and business analytics for the introduction of the new knee drape with tool pouch product. I am providing a brief view of the Arena software. If you would like to see a full demo, please reach out to your Acumatica partner. The focus of this demo is to highlight the Acumatica for Arena native connector. I will quickly create the new knee drape product by finding and duplicating an existing knee drape item. As you can see, I have the option to copy over data, which will streamline the new product development process. For the new item, I assign a new number, update the description, and set the color attribute before choosing Finish Duplication. And now the item is ready for the next step in the workflow, Release to Design. I choose the appropriate design lifecycle phase, and then save. Once the design is complete, we need to adjust the bill of material to account for the tool pouch additions. To edit the OKD 2000 item, I need to switch to the Working Revision. And now I can alter the bill of materials. I increase the quantity of materials per the design and save. I'll make the item effective. Change the lifecycle phase and save. As this is not an Arena demo, we will bypass the change management routing and approval features and release the item to production. Only items which are in production state lifecycle phase will be synchronized with Acumatica ERP. Within Acumatica, I will initiate the native connector. The data synchronization with Arena PLM is a three-step process, of which the first two can be set to run on a schedule. For this demo, I will step through the synchronization process manually. I have run Prepare Data, which checks in both Arena and Acumatica to find any data changes since the last time it was run. The connector supports the import of item, category, BOM, and vendor details from Arena. Vendor information is exported from Acumatica for Arena-approved vendor lists. Second, I run the process data, which executes the business rules to either commit the changes or returns a detailed sync error message. Upon failure, the sync records will remain in the grid so the conflict can be resolved and additional sync attempts made. Let's open the stock items to validate the sync of our new OKD 2000 knee drape product. Notice the ID and description have come across, and on the Manufacturing tab, we can quickly drill into the default bill of material and validate the engineering BOM. Back on the stock form, on the Attributes tab, we see the values passed in from Arena, as well as the category assignment. And now let's search for the component item AM wire and access the vendor details to validate the sourcing relationship. New and revised items and bills of material from Arena are synchronized to the bill of material in Acumatica. However, the materials are saved on the Engineering BOM tab and must be reconciled with the Manufacturing BOM. We can see on the Engineering BOM tab the data synced from Arena. Back on the Operations tab, I will choose the Sync eBOM button, which will copy the materials to the default operation and work center I have defined on the Arena Integration Preferences form. The first operation in the production process will be for cutting. I update the description and assign the setup time, run units, and runtime. The second step in the operation process will be assembly and packaging. I will configure the operation details and save. The glue and tape material will not be issued during the cutting process, so I delete them from the material grid of Operation 10. I will add the glue and tape material to the second operation. Notice the Inventory ID selector only lists unassigned items from the Engineering BOM. The business logic checks to make sure I have all quantities of the engineering BOM assigned to the operation before it is marked as reconciled. Now that I have reconciled the bill of material, I will take it off hold, making the new knee drape item BOM active. Debbie will now take you through the steps needed to produce and sell the new product to satisfy Dr. Knee Fixer's request.
Thanks, Angie. Now let's create our production order. We're going to create the production order for the quantity of 5 to fill the request for 5 samples. The system takes into account any labor on the routing to calculate the start and end dates. On the References tab, we can see the bill of material that's linked to the production order. If the item had multiple bills of materials, we could change this before we release the order. If a customer is in a make-to-order type of environment where all sales orders are linked to production orders, we could see the sales order linked to this production order here. Your Event History tab gives you a real-time picture of what events have been completed for this production order. It's your audit trail for production. You can see every single transaction that has occurred so far against this production order. For example, if I release this order, then you can see that this event was automatically added to the audit trail. So now you can see that not only it has been created, but it's also been released, and the production team is ready to start manufacturing this order. We will also see any labor or material or cost transactions begin to stack up on this Event History tab. On the Totals tab, you can see your planned versus actual amounts in real time. So, based on my bills of materials, this is what we actually plan to spend. You can see the total hours and total minutes that it's going to take us to produce this item. We can also see the overhead, the material cost, the labor cost, and so on. Right now, our actuals are at 0 because we haven't done anything yet against this production order, and the variance is also negative. The production ticket, often referred to as the job traveler, is usually printed on the shop floor and lists the operations, the work centers, materials, steps, etc. that are required to complete the production order. The production details shows the detailed bill of material information for this specific production order. It's our production bill of material. You can make changes to the production detail if necessary. At any time throughout the production process, users can return to dashboards or reports in order to gain visibility into the current status of the production. We also have reports like Production Summary, Work in Process Report, our Work Center Dispatch, and Production Order Performance. And you have the flexibility to be able to build your own reports from scratch. Before I start the production order, Sales has called and asked me to link the production order to the sales order. The ability to link a sales order to a production order after the production order has already been created is a new feature for 2021 R1. Since our materials are backflushed, we don't need to perform a material issue or a labor transaction to our production order. But the Manufacturing Edition provides the flexibility to do both of these based on your business processes. Since we are backflushing, all I have to do is perform a move transaction. When I perform the move transaction, it will pull my raw material out of inventory and issue it to WIP. It will also generate any labor that needs to be created. I can perform this move transaction directly from the production order if I would like. When I perform this transaction from the production order, it automatically fills in the production number and it knows the inventory ID we were building. A move transaction is how you move from one operation or routing step to the next. You must create a move transaction for the last operation in order to complete production and close the production order when backflushing. Users are not required to enter a move transaction for every single operation unless your business rules require it. All that is required is a move of the last operation. So when I perform a move transaction at this last operation, it will backflush all of the materials and labor and all of the operations that have not been completed. This will also change the status of the production order to complete. So when I take this off hold and release it, all of the transactions occur. Now, Back on the production order, we can see that the status has been changed to complete. On the Events tab, we see all of the transactions that have been automatically generated. We could drill into the financial batches to see the cost from here. The production order is now ready to be reviewed prior to closing the order. When we close the production order, WIP is zeroed out and all variances are automatically posted to the appropriate journal. Now that we have made our 5 samples, we will return to the sales order so that we can ship the drapes to our doctor. A few weeks have passed, and Dr. Knee Fixer contacted us to say that she loved the new arthroscopy drapes. She wants to place an order for 100 drapes and would like to have them delivered in 1 week. I go ahead and create the sales order for 100 drapes, and since this item has been set up for Capable to Promise, then I can check to see if I can deliver this by the request date. When I process Capable to Promise, it shows that I cannot have the drapes until this later date. I let Dr. Knee Fixer know that this is the earliest date that we can complete the drapes, and she agrees. I accept the promise date, and Capable to Promise creates the production order linked to the sales order. It also changes the requested on date to the new promise date. Capable to Promise is a new feature for 2021 R1. 2 days later, Dr. Knee Fixer calls to see if there's any way that we can get this order done sooner. She's already scheduled a few knee arthroscopy surgeries and would like to use the new drapes. I agree to talk to the production manager to see if there is any way to get them done sooner. When I spoke to the new production manager, he agreed to see what he could do. When looking at the schedule, the production manager realized that if he increased his crew size, he could also increase throughput. He updates the crew size and then runs APS to reschedule the production order. Once the crew size has been adjusted, we are now able to meet the date that Dr. Knee Fixer has requested.
During this demo, we showed you Capable to Promise, enhanced scheduling of work center capacity, improved sales order to production order linking, and the new Arena PLM integration. Oh, and we just received word from Dr. Knee Fixer that she has seen a reduction in surgery duration, plus an increase in patient success rate as a result of having a more efficient arthroscopic drape. In addition to the 2021 R1 features demonstrated, we also added a few usability enhancements I will now review with you. Enhanced warehouse location settings. In previous versions of Acumatica ERP Manufacturing Edition, to indicate that a warehouse location could be involved in production processes, users selected the Assemble Allowed checkbox in the location table of the warehouse form. This checkbox setting was shared with kit assembly transactions. With this enhancement, we have introduced a new column specifically for production, labeled Production Allow, which enables companies the flexibility to assign kit assembly locations separate from production. Exclude planning orders from rough cut planning. With the introduction of Capable to Promise, a large number of planned orders will be generated when users run Capable to Promise for sales orders. Planners may want to exclude them from display on the rough cut planning screen. Therefore, we have added an Exclude Planning Orders checkbox to the rough cut planning form for when planners want to ignore planning orders when firming their schedule. Workflow automation. We have also replaced the manufacturing default automation steps with the new workflow automation. Engineering change orders, engineering change requests, and vendor shipments have been refactored to leverage the new workflow automation engine. Before we wrap up, I'd like to dedicate some time to promote the Quality Management Suite previously released in 2020 R2. The Quality Management Suite supports quality testing in areas such as receiving, production, shipping, and ongoing stability testing. It allows users to utilize checklists and inspections. It provides control over nonconformance, NC, and CAPA, corrective and preventative action processes. It supports a structured process to investigate, evaluate, document, and validate events that occur so that action can be taken to help eliminate errors to improve overall quality. And And perhaps the most interesting aspect is that it is built natively within Acumatica by using the Acumatica toolset, using the same database, and it is fully integrated in Acumatica ERP. As we wrap up today's presentation, Debbie and I would like to encourage you to visit our Acumatica community to stay engaged. At community.acumatica.com, you can create or vote on product enhancement ideas, plus participate in discussion forums. If you are looking for more in-depth content related to manufacturing, access the Manufacturing Edition page of www.acumatica.com for demos, data sheets, and testimonials. Debbie and I would like to thank you for attending this session. If you would like to install 21R1 to test out the new features, simply access the community website and navigate to Product Downloads, Pre-Release Versions. There you will see an Acumatica 2021R1 beta topic with a link to download the software and supporting content. We value you as a customer and would welcome any feedback, which you can direct to the addresses shown here on this slide. Thanks for your support and have a great rest of your day.